Hello everyone, Aidana Nahbota here, and we are to present you our research on the influence of social media on people's communication. Just a few months ago, my sister showed me her chat with one of her friends in WhatsApp. She was describing a story in a very funny way, and my sister was also actively supporting the conversation. But when she visited us on sister's birthday, I have noticed such kind of friendship between these two. They didn't even seem like acquaintances. Why are we telling you this? Our goal is to find differences between live communication and social media chatting.
Nowadays, almost every person uses internet and runs account in at least one social network. Here they can share their views, thoughts, communicate with other people, and even make some kind of report by posting pictures and videos where they show their everyday activities. People follow their friends, relatives, acquaintances, and celebrities on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and so many other platforms. The ranges of such networks and their users are expanded day by day. To get in touch with someone by using them can be really convenient and save time, effort, and maybe some money. But how did they affect people's live communication?
Equally with the benefits, the internet can have negative effects. Maximov and Golubeva held a questionnaire between internet users to assess influence of social media. The results showed that the majority of the respondents became addictive to social media. Taking everything into consideration, we've set a purpose to find out how social media changed the way people talk to each other in real life. During our survey, we were to find answers to such questions as how were people's life before they started using social media? What changes can be seen since people became network users? And why do people prefer online interactions rather than real-life communications?
Before answering the questions, we should first define the word social media. The term social media itself represents some comparable definitions. According to O'Keefe and Clark Pearson, any website that allows social interactions considered a social media site, including social networking sites such as Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter, gaming sites, and virtual worlds. Articles chosen for this literature review were selected based on the article publication date, on keywords, and on relevance. The timeline for the articles chosen spanned from April 2011 through April 2019. We used online databases such as Google Scholar, ResearchGate, InfoRock, Pediatrics, and NC Portal. The articles were found with the help of the following keywords: social media influence, children, students, websites, Facebook, communication platform, and so on. The search gave us 14 articles. 9 of them were chosen based on the similarity on their titles and problem.
Sidrov and Mukhalyamova also noticed that social networks take up most of the free time. They displace hobbies and verbal communication. While acknowledging all the advantages of social media like accessibility of audio and video files, quickness of searching and sharing the information, it's important to note that it can make harmful influence for the study itself and its progress. That's because students can't penetrate into the discipline and absorb the material. Efremenko said that the people who get used to communicate by the internet may struggle in making real-life friends. We think that's because on the internet you can be whoever you want by pretending smarter, prettier, and braver, but in reality you have to be yourself, and not everyone is ready for it. El-Badawi and Hashem's article include a sufficient amount of examples that social media has own privilege. They use Pardo's words that technology offers a platform for innovation and allows its users to express their opinions and how they feel towards the information being published.
The participants for this qualitative research were students, civil service workers, and medical workers. We invited 2 teenagers and 6 adults to participate in our survey. They accepted our invitation and signed consent forms. All of the interviews were conducted in the languages which our participants found convenient to answer. Each interview lasted about 20 minutes. The most significant changes included both positive and negative things. While being network users, it is easier to congratulate someone or keep in touch with somebody by saving their time, effort, and money. For elderly generation, it's also a good advantage to find and communicate to their old friends. Some of the interviewees use social media to work distantly. Our interviewees noted that they are get used to connect to their relatives online, which don't allow them spend enough time to communicate to people verbally. The differences between people's life before and after using social media can be seen in the number of physical and literary activities, the amount of free time, and in the speed of accessing to their companion. While people are stuck in social media for endless hours, they have no time to do live interactions. But back then, live communication were more relevant. Our participants also noted that they had full of fun childhood and could spend their time interestingly without the helps of gadgets.
People's way of life before social media was full of diverse activities. Although now people can easily connect to their friends and relatives online, they didn't used to face such problems as lack of live communication, shortage of free time, and used to have a strong self-discipline. Even though social networks simplify sharing information and data, they must not misuse them and keep in mind that online interaction can't replace the live communication completely. In order to spend their time with benefit, people should retrieve their physical activities and hobbies. Taking everything into consideration, we can say that social media is quite useful and easier to access to somebody who is far from you. Equally with the benefits, people also experience bad sides of social media. While being glad that social media gives all of the opportunity of sharing data distantly, communicating quickly, they may not notice that they have become addicted to gadgets and the internet. Spending so much time staring at the screens of the particular gadgets may inflict huge damage on their eyesight, posture, and memory. To stay off such injuries, people must limit the time they spend on social media and use it when it's really needed only.
In our modern life, people may have some difficulties in their life without social networks. Some people can live and communicate, but some can't. We notice that our friends, relatives replace real life communication with online interactions. There are some reasons why people do it. Many of us can find free time to meet our friends or relatives. The first reason is being busy because of work, school, or university. Our participants' preferences are related to their life conditions.
Our survey showed that people address to social media's help because they have no condition to access their interlocutors directly. They may also be the ones who prefer online interactions as they find themselves as introverts and diffident when it comes to make a live communication. We also noticed that many of them have become addictive to gadgets, that even if they have chance to visit or meet someone, they neglect this opportunity and just leave a message or a call. After conducting the interviews, we explained our participants the significance of live communication and recommended not to forget about this kind of interactions where they are able to see one's emotions and feelings precisely.
We used Brown and Clark's method to do coding. We also relied on Maguire and Delahan's study when making sure if the themes are coherent and if there are any sub-themes. After reading the coding several times, we found out that similar codes should also be separated into sub-themes. We've got 5 themes, and each theme, except people's role in social media, were divided into 2 or 3 sub-themes. We achieved the purpose by 50-50. To the emergency in our country, we were not able to interview enough people. Also, we had to work distantly with partner. Emergency also made us to work with internet only. Thus, we could not get information from books.
It's important to know how has social media changed people in order to prevent the complete substitution of online interaction for live communication. Also, we wanted to show people two sides of social network. Our research is intended for all of the social network users. To sum it all up, we can say that we have noticed good and bad sides of social networks. At the beginning, we thought that all of our interviewers prefer interaction via social media and online interaction is blurring face-to-face communication. But answers changed our minds and showed another side of social media. Our main goal was to understand the reasons why has online communication replaced virtual communication. Personal behavior, being busy, and distance between people influenced the way people talk to each other in real life. We can say that real-life communication did not disappear, but changed its form by time.
Thank you for your attention.
If you have questions or recommendations, you are welcome to ask and suggest.